Nice hat.
Yeah, I know. Naruto!
What's up, man?
Listen, first of all, 3 things. Way to wrap it up, Marvel. Way to wrap it up.
Way to wrap it up.
Yep. 2, we did pretty good on our predictions about some things, man.
We were completely wrong.
Yeah. I mean, the quantum
we were
realm,
this close.
The quantum realm, like we said, was the key.
Yeah.
I just don't, spoilers, I don't like the fact that they use time travel.
We said that we were going to use time travel.
Well, no, we like more like multiverse kind of thing, but I guess it's more of a DC thing to do. Because in X-Men they always use time travel.
Well, Marvel's become DC. Their style, anyway.
Well, certain things.
Fanciful. Well, the comics have.
Yeah.
Anyway. They've become more fanciful.
But,
and DC's tried to be more grounded with Kingdom Come.
Let me ask you something. What did you...
They've almost like switched roles in the...
Oh, how they are now compared to how they used to be. Yeah.
DC used to be more like fanciful, otherworldly stuff. And Marvel was more of a grounded, Naruto! I can't I'm not staring at that hat.
I figured you'd like it, so
I love that hat. Well, I don't even remember what we predicted.
Well, about the quantum realm.
You were talking about like Deadpool's going to be in there and Wolverine. Well, no, they're going to like flash through.
They said that because
the closest we got was Tony Stark's dad.
Yeah, exactly. He goes back and has like a heart-to-heart with him.
Yeah,
but
they had like Jarvis on there too.
Yeah, he was the butler.
I was walking out of the theater and people that like are they're not really into Marvel, but they watch just the movies.
The movies, yeah.
And I was walking out and I overheard somebody go, "The butler was named Jarvis." Like that's like the first time they've seen that guy.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was like I watched an epiphany. Like and he just waved over. He named his butler Jarvis.
Exactly.
His old butler. He must have died. It must have been part of the family.
My mom does that a lot because I got her addicted to like superhero shows. So like
she's addicted.
Like Arrow, The Flash. Right. Like I missed the season finale of The Flash, and I came home and my mom was like, "Come on, we gotta go watch this. We gotta watch this season."
We're going right into DC again.
But I'm just saying,
let's talk about Marvel, and it's just automatically. Have you seen the Batwoman trailer and how horrible is it?
I just don't see them.
I don't see that getting. I see that. That's like one season.
I think everything's like everything they have right now they have one more season. Everything's coming pretty much to an end. So I think their whole superhero phase is over with.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna move over to like a streaming? See, we're just in the DC.
I'm not. I told you I'm not paying for another streaming. I actually watched the Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Like my brother-in-law has YouTube Red.
Right.
And I watched Cobra Kai up to like I think the middle of the second season.
Right. Yeah.
So now I'm like, this is gonna make me if I have to get it for a month and then cancel it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
gonna finish it because it's
good. It's really good. Yeah. It's really good.
So
it's surprisingly good. Like when I first watched the first season, everybody was like ranting and raving. Yeah. And I was just coming off the Bird Box wave where I was just like, what are people fucking talking about? This is terrible writing.
If The Happening and freaking Quiet Place had a love child, that's what
only the blind people survive. How do they even find the place?
Yeah.
Why is the school on a fucking river? How do you put a school right next to a river
with a bunch of blind kids?
With a bunch of blind kids.
Yeah, exactly. That's like telling little kids, here, play with these scissors. Go ahead, run.
Go out in the woods. And fucking if you get lost in the woods, don't worry. There's a river that'll wash you down and fucking kill you.
Only the strong survive.
There's not a road that goes there. What the fuck is going on? Anyway.
I don't know.
Well, I was just coming off the wave of the Bird Box wave.
Yeah.
And everybody was like ranting and raving about Cobra Kai. And I was just like, all right, what is this? I mean, how good could it be? And then I started watching. They started throwing free episodes on the.
Yeah. I saw the first one for free.
Yeah, I saw the first one for free. I was just like, all right,
yeah.
I can.
You know what's crazy? Did you watch How I Met Your Mother?
No, I've watched a couple episodes.
The guy who plays who plays Johnny.
Yeah.
He was
Johnny Lawrence.
He was in a couple episodes because Barney thought he was the Karate Kid.
Okay.
And he kind of like flipped the narrative on it.
Oh, he was in the show.
Yeah, he was in the show for a couple episodes.
Zach, something. I forget what his name.
But he was like, no. He goes, LaRusso was the troublemaker, and like kind of like saw all.
It was an illegal kick
to the head. Yes,
to the head.
Exactly, and he
makes some valid argument.
Yo, because of that show and them having him like in 3 different episodes, they were like, yo, people really like this. So and then they made it Cobra Kai, which is it's actually really
did good. I love all the PC stuff in it.
Yeah,
you have the old school guys.
He's like, what the hell?
The guys. What's his name? Kreese comes back.
Yeah, Kreese comes back.
He's staring at the kid. He's like, the future is female. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the show is very.
I love how Johnny Lawrence is just like he's turned into like a redneck fucking.
Yeah, he
don't understand anything.
No.
All that PC
he
culture.
Had a flip phone and like couldn't even use it correctly.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about all that PC shit. It's so good.
Anyway.
I mean, it's a complete flip on the It's a complete flip on the character. Though.
Yeah, no.
In the '80s, he was the atypical cast. You know, he was
typecasted.
Typecasted.
He was the bully from one of the guys.
He was also in fucking Back to School.
Yeah.
So he was typecast as the atypical aristocratic.
Yeah,
rich.
He was the '80s rich,
entitled
karate
bully,
dude,
where everyone else was a peasant below him.
Yeah.
And now he's like, it's like
totally
turned around where he's living in a fucking slum apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's crazy is like, it's like the early '90s. He was doing like made-for-TV B flick, kung fu flicks because evidently he actually
knows karate
and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's a really good show.
It is.
I mean, the first season is really good. The second season's good too.
Have you seen Wayne? That's another reason why I think I'm going to get it.
No, I haven't seen Wayne.
It's I think it takes place in Boston. And I never realized how much Boston kind of reminds me of North Jersey.
Right.
Just their attitude, the gritty industrial part of it. And
how they're racist.
Yeah, it's either like, I think it's like Boston.
Down low racism.
Exactly. But this kid just has a chip on his shoulder.
We accept all people as long as they live in their own neighborhoods.
Go down by the river.
Go down. Don't come into this neighborhood, but we accept you for who you are.
You got the keys to my car? Where's my car? Where'd you park my car? It's funny, I was hanging out.
To the moon and back and this, that, and the other thing. You ever listen to JFK's speeches?
Yes. Yeah. We're all over the place.
They're not really good, but he just sounds really good.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the moon, this, that, the other thing. It's like he forgot what he was going to say.
Moon rocks. Moon rocks, people.
We're going to do a lot of things and whatever.
Like, what's the whatever?
Pay no mind. And the Fed. But what you're saying, Boston is like Boston's like
how
that whole northeast corridor is kind of the
similar.
Same.
But I was hanging out with some people from Boston, and they're like, hand me a course. I was like, what? Hand me a course. I was like, I'm sorry, I have no clue what you're saying. Like, the beer, give me the beer.
Yeah.
Like, you want a Coors? Like, Coors Light? Yeah, hand me a Coors. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I was like, you got a shamrock on your shoulder, don't you? He's like, yeah, how'd you fucking know? And he's like, he really did. He really did.
Let me guess, you got a tattoo of a guy doing one of these somewhere, I'm guessing.
Yeah, dude, that was funny. One of my good friends is a Patriots fan. And
they're the most annoying.
I can't, every day, I think he posts more stuff about Patriots than he does his family because every day I open my Facebook, it's right there.
I love these things better than my children.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get
the Patriots Super Bowl. First Super Bowl was the greatest day.
And whatever.
What about your child's birth? Fuck that kid. He's an asshole.
It's whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
I do love the accent though.
No, it's funny. That's like he was like, yeah, my car. He was like, where are my car keys? And I was like, what? I was like, dude, you say river, don't you?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, like down by the river. I'm like, yeah. You're one of those guys. You're thick in it. Like,
tell me about apples. But like Good Will Hunt, I love that movie. I will still cry in that movie. That's a movie I will still cry at. Yeah. Even I could watch it like 30 times and I'll still tear up in certain spots on that movie. That river. That movie. Yeah. I seen it in the theater.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like that movie. I like Jay and Silent Bob. Is like, how you like them apples? Applesauce, bitch.
Oh, the Good Will Hunting 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how they had that's a nice little, tight-knit group there.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a total reboot coming.
Yeah. I liked Dogma, too.
Yeah, Dogma's great.
With Matt Damon and Ben. I mean, they I like Kevin Smith. I've been to his comic book shop. You ever been to his comic book shop?
Yeah. I went there. I actually went there and they were selling the Mallrats DVD collection for the cartoon.
Yeah.
And I picked it up there.
I went in there one time and I met Chan and Mike.
Yeah.
But this is before they had the show.
Oh, okay.
So they were just guys that actually just worked there.
Yeah.
And I was, I came in, I was working up there and I was just like, I know there's a comic.
I specifically went up there for
This was before like Google Maps and shit.
Yeah.
I'm all looking around.
Like, yeah, they actually, from what I was told, like, when I went in
got the map out. driving with one knee.
Like, I'm gonna find this place. But yeah, I was like, yo, hopefully he's in there. Because at the time, he'd be in there from time to time.
Yeah.
But now, probably even more, I guess.
I didn't have any. I was.
Is the show based still? Like, do they shoot here in Jersey?
Yeah, they shoot at that comic book store.
Do they?
Yeah,
they shoot right there.
It's small too.
Yeah, it is small.
It's not that big. I expected it to be.
I thought maybe they did a whole studio thing now, kind of make it.
No, it's like pawn shop.
Yeah.
I love those memes, the pawn shop meme. I love the Thanos one.
I was about to say that one, Thanos.
I've got these 6 infinity gems that can do anything.
The most I can do is $50.
Yeah, the most I can do is like $250.
All right, let's reel it back in.
In this episode, no politics. I don't want to talk.
God, this guy.
I don't want to talk anything about politics. We don't get into any politics. Nothing about politics. So, all right. So let's keep away from it. Let's not bring it up.
I'll do that.
Or or
you leave the
anything
house
that reminds. Yeah, I go to the store with this. Do you? Yeah, I do.
More power to you.
I've been at the mall. I get side eye.
Oh, dude. You know what's funny is
I start laughing.
Around here, I've seen more black people with that on. I have white people, Spanish people. I've seen more black people with that.
Well, young kids wear it a lot.
Yeah,
it's like a James Dean kind of rebellion.
I like how you kind of just snuck it out.
Yeah, it's a prop. Yeah. I'm gonna cut it, so you're just looking at it like this, and you're just gonna hear me in the background.
Post protection.
Yeah, you're just gonna hear me in the background talking about let's not talk about politics, and I'm just gonna frame you, and then one shot of me with the hat on. I'm gonna edit all this out because it ruins the joke.
No, it's
never explain a joke.
Well, you talk about the whole Vandal Savage thing, like
the chicken that crossed the road is about death.
Did you watch Jessica Jones?
The first season's great.
Yeah.
Second season's a mess.
David Tennant was in it. He did a great job as Kilgrave.
Yeah, as Mr. Purple.
Yeah, Mr. Purple.
Whatever.
Kilgrave.
Yeah. The first season's awesome. The second season's a fucking mess.
There was a lot going on, but
that's what I mean.
I mean, I stuck with it.
Everyone gets a fucking character arc. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, her sister, they're pointing at her being Hellcat.
Her mom comes back and whatever. I'm just like, what is going on with the show?
I think because they canceled everything. I think of the last couple episodes, they kind of integrate everyone in the last couple episodes and ended off that way.
I think they're going to reboot it.
It'd be great.
I think they're just going to reboot it.
Well, they're saying that...
There's not that many...
Because Disney owns everything. They're saying it's going to be on...
Disney owns everything. Everything.
Dude, your mortgage payment, Disney.
The bank at Disney.
Exactly. They're saying that Disney Plus is going to have like a section where they have like all their Marvel stuff. That's why they're taking a lot of stuff off of Netflix right now.
Right.
Like, stopping the shows because Disney's going to take over all that. So, I mean...
You could turn the volume up and down right here.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's too loud. There's no more cat ears.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody broke them.
Someone broke them. Don't get me started on the subject of Game of Thrones with that either.
And then, I haven't finished the...
Where's my Starbucks cup?
I haven't even finished watching it.
rushed.
It's one of those shows you don't want to ruin.
The end.
Right.
I think it ended the way it should end, and I think a lot of people.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
It pointed.
I've
pointed at it like that. This was going to happen.
Right.
They pointed at it. I don't understand why people are.
No, I don't. I'm not angry at the direction. I'm angry at how they got to that direction. It's not good writing.
No, it got sloppy.
It got sloppy at the end of the last season. Towards the end of the last season, it started getting sloppy.
Yeah.
Where John's just hanging out. It's like they've started introducing cliche TV stuff.
Yeah.
Where they got the dragon and in the north.
Yeah.
And he's like fighting off people. Yeah. And I'm just screaming, get on the fucking dragon. What are you doing? You're an idiot. This is terrible writing. The dragon's right there.
Just yeah.
You're actually preventing the dragon from turning its head and fucking just annihilating what you're trying to fight.
Yeah. I think they tried to make
this was
writing
that
interesting.
Episode. Get on the fucking dragon. What the fuck are you doing?
Your hair out. Yeah.
Get on the fucking dragon. This is stupid. And then the way Littlefinger died, I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, they just started to rush it, and
I guess the way Varys dies.
Well, they try. I think I was like, from what I was looking at, they were trying to rush it because they wanted the next book coming out and everything. They wanted to get everything done and wrap it up.
I've seen the memes. I know what happens, but I haven't really.
The memes, the ending are spoilers without context. You ever see them?
Yes,
they're hilarious.
They're the best.
They are hilarious.
The Marvel ones are the best. The Infinity ones.
Yeah, that was good. Anyway, so yes, we talked about that.
We have Bucky and Falcon
yeah.
fighting over the title. They're not fighting. I mean, Bucky kind of just conceded. Bucky, it felt like Bucky knew. Well, he's his oldest friend.
His oldest friend.
Because when he was leaving, he told him he's going to miss him. I'm going to miss you. So he probably knew. He was just like, he's going to go back there. Or, unless they had like a previous conversation that was deleted, that was cut. It's on the cutting room floor. But Bucky kind of knew. He conceded. I can understand why he conceded too. He's not a Captain America mantle of a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
A former terrorist and
then taken over. Yeah.
By the Russians. Maybe that would have been apropos.
Oh God. The conspiracy. Oh Jesus.
Maybe the Russians. Bucky colluding with the Russians.
Maybe.
Let's not bring politics into this thing.
So he was like, "Screw the Germans. I'm done with the Germans. No more Hydra. I'm gonna go over to the Russian side."
Right.
Mother Russia.
He's got a dossier of fabricating evidence.
He has the real documents.
Yeah. They got an illegal warrant. Spy on a political opponent. Anyway, so that show is probably going to be about Sam misgivings about being Captain America. He's going to be like, these shoes are too big to fill.
Yeah.
And he's either going to my prediction is he's going to hand it over to Bucky and force him to carry it for a while.
I don't see...
Carry it for a little bit.
How many movies? 24 so far?
Yeah, 22. Carry it for a little bit and then take it back.
Yeah, I don't see them making another movie like into everything. I think they have to do it by show now. I don't think people just want to keep going with the movies.
Sam has the character and integrity to be Captain America, but Bucky has the skill.
Yeah.
He has not the skill, but he has the powers, the similar super soldier powers. Yeah. Where, Falcon's just flying around.
Stabbing people.
He's just a regular guy.
Yeah, he's a regular guy.
Stabbing. What the fuck is he lame?
His one move.
Yeah.
The hand-eye coordination he's got is amazing.
Well, he's got the goggles that. The Tony Stark
goggles.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
What are the other shows? They have the WandaVision, which I think it's probably, even though I love that combination of Sam and Bucky, I like that chemistry. The WandaVision thing sounds the most intriguing.
Yeah.
Because it's about her. It's going to be like a 50s style show, and I think it's her warping reality.
What, from the 50s?
Yeah, it's gonna be what the actresses said was it's 50s style. So
Like-
I think
Yeah, but are they doing like a 50s, like the whole 50s futuristic thing, like modern day 50s, or like it's all 50s? Like, you know how you do like the science, like Bizarro Science, like it's like set back then, but it's a more up to date with technology and stuff.
the idealistic version of what someone in the 50s would think the future is like.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Something like that. But it's I think everybody was asking, well, where's Vision? Because Vision wasn't in the last movie.
Yeah.
And I think he wasn't back because Shuri wasn't back to fix him.
Yeah.
She disappeared. Now that she's back, she's got a blueprint of his frontal lobe.
And just take all the data they had from him and load it into...
From when she was trying to remove the stone.
Yeah.
And they're going to repair that frontal lobe. But it's not going to be... Vision's not going to be the same. He's going to be more cold, robotic. And she's going to... What she's going to do is warp reality. And it's going to be her and Vision in like this warped 1950s suburban... Yeah. Suburban out...
That sounds good to me.
Area.
That sounds cool. Did you watch Agent Carter at all?
Destroying them.
I know, right? No, did you watch Agent Carter?
This is nice. How much is this?
How much is this?
So nice, man.
Pretty penny. Is it drop resistant?
Yeah, I watched Agent.
I didn't watch Agent Carter.
No?
No.
It wasn't that many episodes. But it was pretty good. I like that character, Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's gonna be like did you watch the Legion? You watch Legion?
First season, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great show.
Amazing.
I think
really
it's gonna be
trippy as hell, dude.
That's what I mean. I think it's gonna be trippy. Something like that.
Yeah.
Where like she has created this reality, and every once in a while, the real world starts trying to encroach in.
Yeah.
To tell her you're not in the real world. This is something that you've
created yourself. Yeah. Not to mention, Legion's like, I think he's like one of the top 10 super mutants that is like most powerful.
He's got like 10. 22 or something, 20 something characters, multiple personalities. That each individual personality has their own
like
individual
little thing
power.
to them. Yeah, I was about to say Cork. Jesus, I've been watching too much.
It's
My
like
Hero Academia.
Yeah, it's like Split, like this Split.
Yeah,
it wasn't me. That was. Darcy.
Yeah, he did a good job.
That was Patricia.
He did a good job.
I love those memes too. They always have him on there. Those memes.
Yeah,
that
like the one me on Monday.
Yeah.
And then compared to me on Friday. Yeah. Yeah, James McAvoy did a great job with that too. Yeah. All right, listen, we need to.
And then the Loki show.
Off. Listen, I don't. That's open. They can do anything with that. It can be future. It can be past because he disappeared.
Yeah, I think they're gonna hunt him. They're gonna try to hunt him down.
That's the premises of Loki on the run.
Yeah, they're trying to hunt him down, and they're going from this time to this time to this to this.
Like pre Hydra Shield, like before everyone knew, like kind of thing. That'd be.
We didn't even
cool.
talk about the movie. No, we just went into fucking.
All right, so back to what you said. You said kind of like they'll come back, but not as they were. That happened to a certain extent. I said the quantum realm is the key.
Well, like a mutation.
Yeah, but it was in more of a multiverse, but they used time travel. So we were on the right path with that.
Right.
As far as being major deaths, there were. I just don't like the whole time travel thing. There's too many variables that could jack everything up.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like that was my only thing with that.
Those are the plot device of going back in time.
Because now after
but how are they gonna? I mean,
like we could sit here and talk about a million things that could happen now. But if they're wrapping it all up,
I think that's the purpose of why.
Well, yeah, it kind of just leave people talking instead of just open shut.
Well, not only that, but you got a lot of threads you can play with.
Yeah. Going
forward, you kind of ended it, but you left a lot of threads. Old Steve Rogers gave me a little tear. I was just like, oh, it's like old Steve.
He got to be with her, and he got to just live out his life. Yeah.
There's some problems.
He got the last dance.
There's some problems in that movie. Like my review, I was just like, it doesn't feel. It's just a collection of events, and
it was a means to an end at the last couple minutes of the movie.
There's a lot of problems in it and cringy moments that it doesn't take you out of the movie, but it does knock it down a bit. Like the whole all the A-Force getting together in that one scene was cringy as fuck. And there's a lot of problems like Hawkeye's family disappearing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in America, and
I want to know something.
Wakanda's in Africa.
He's got 3 kids and a wife. It was 50%. How did his whole family?
That's just the randomness of It's 50% of the population.
Yeah.
There's no
in the universe, not just.
The population. Yeah, in the universe. You have Wakanda, and you have America, and there's at least an 8-hour difference there. So what do they have? Like a breakfast picnic or something?
That's true.
Eating fucking hot dogs in the morning.
They're in America. The girl from Wakanda wakes up. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
They should have like
why are you bothering me? Why are we having this meeting at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, they should have like a throwaway line where the one kid is like, "But I want cereal because it's 6 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Why are you cooking hot dogs?"
It's funny is I just explained the whole time zone thing to my kids.
Right.
Which like my daughter's in 5th grade. I thought they taught this by now.
Yeah.
And she said because she came in the room. She came in the room and the new episode of one of the animes we're watching, and she goes, "What is it when you're where you're at for your time?" I went, "What? This thing is airing at this time from my area." I was like, "We're Eastern." She's like, "Eastern Central, Middle Eastern." I said, "Listen, they say that because in California they're 3 hours, 3 hours behind. Japan's like almost a day or some shit."
You should explain to them tomorrow. It's tomorrow over there.
I didn't know. If they didn't even teach the regular time zone, there's no way I could have went through that.
This is going to be a whole Spaceballs episode. Spaceball. No, that is now. Right here, we're right here. Yeah. That was then.
Yeah. Now? No, then.
No, then.
We ain't found shit. But yeah, so I explained that to her. She was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "So it comes on when they." I said, "Listen, when they advertise it on here, you just go by your time."
Yeah.
That show comes on at 8, and it says that's us. We're
Eastern
fine.
EST, Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Time.
So yeah.
Yeah, kids don't understand half, quarter to, half out. They don't understand any of that either.
More than just
I go quarter to.
I have to explain that to adults on a daily basis.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's some dummies.
Anyway, yeah. So the whole thing with Endgame, I think it was a means to ends just to stop everything. But like you said, they didn't pull a total Batman, Dark Knight Rises kind of thing where nothing can come off that at all. Yeah. Like the way they killed that off, nothing can come off that.
Well, my assumption was everybody's going to die, and everything was going to get reset. By that.
I knew that the
whole Justice League episode where Batman's like, I don't care.
Well, yeah. But with Endgame, before, I was like, listen, Tony's going to die. I know it. He's wrapping that up.
There's characters that are not going to
I was like, Captain, Captain might die or something's going to happen with him. The minute the shield got broke, because that's how they showed it when he...
Cap with the hammer.
Yo, that was pretty badass.
That was awesome.
That was badass.
I do it.
I was just about to say that.
I love Lebowski Thor too.
Yeah, the old dad bod for Thor was just hilarious.
Lebowski Thor.
Lebowski Thor. That is perfect. Hey man, dude, like
just not a care in the world. I don't give a
the whole thing with the minute he
I swear to God, I thought he was gonna be rolling a fatty.
That would have been amazing. That would have been just great. Yeah. That would have summed it all up right there.
Can you break that brick up, Mick? Meek?
Yo, the guy who does that's his voice. I gotta look it up, but that's the same guy.
Taika Waititi
from Flight. He's the dude, the other guy from Flight of the Conchords, isn't he? Like the guy that they used to talk to all the time.
Taika?
The dude who
the redhead, the ginger?
Yes, yeah. I think
that's not him.
Is it? He has.
No, he's the director. That's the director that does that voice.
Oh, is it?
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
That redhead guy's funny.
Yo, they have very similar voices. They're
Mick. Whatever, he's the agent. He's the agent in Flight of the Conchords.
Cracks me up.
That whole New Zealand.
Yeah, that's what I mean. New Zealand. Yeah.
That whole New Zealand. What is it? This comedy. It's a very dry. Yeah. And it's very dry and subtle.
Jermaine cracks me the fuck up. Too.
And it's very dry, subtle, and serious.
Yeah.
Like they'll do a joke and they'll just stare at you. And just the staring at you is funny.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You get a room full of people, half the people are like, what? And half the people are just cracking
That's
up.
what I mean.
Yeah, I love that.
It's very dry, subtle, and unassuming.
Yeah,
but it's fun. That combined with the accent
it
makes a perfect combination of funny.
Yeah. hippopotamus. My rhymes are bottomless. He's like, why do you stop? Rhymes are bottomless. But anyway, yeah, the whole situation with that, like I said, it was good. We knew deaths were gonna happen. The minute Captain cracked his shield,
right,
I was like, it's a wrap. Because in the comic book, that's when the shield got cracked and it was over for him. That was it.
Here comes a scroll.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, all right, this is definitely the end for Captain. Right. Also. So how they went about it, I was cool with how everything ended. I just didn't like the whole time travel part to it. That was it.
I went in there with my expectations, but I didn't have those.
Well, that's because you're like, everyone's gonna die.
I didn't have anything set in stone. Like I want to see this because I don't know what's going on.
Well, certain people you knew weren't gonna die. Yeah. Black Panther wasn't gonna die because they're already in the script for the second one. Like I said, the whole show the movie for Black Widow, so I wasn't expecting her to die, but because she died, then they're gonna have to just post. Pre-do everything for that time.
So out of the originals, you have one die, two die.
Black Widow.
One retire.
Yeah.
Well, two retire. Steve and Clint.
Yeah.
Clint.
Done.
I guess Hulk is retired also.
I mean, they could do something. Who knows?
Right.
But
who's left out of that?
The original
Avenger. And Thor, who's now with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Asgardians of the Galaxy, which is a perfect fit for them.
Ragnarok hit the comedy button, perfectly, and it goes with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
So
he works very well in that group because that's a crazy. Thor's a ridiculous character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a science mythological being.
Science magic.
Science magic. Science.
Get it right. Science magic.
It's science magic.
Yeah.
We call it science. we call it science. But it's your world. It's the it's the Asimovs. Yeah. Something that is magic to some. It's science to others.
Yeah. Just how you look at it.
It's just science. It's just science that's evolved beyond your capability of understanding it. But he works very well, and him and Chris Pratt work very well off of each other. They have a good dynamic and chemistry together.
I'll watch another. I'll watch if the next Guardians has him.
You have a choice. It's Marvel.
It's Marvel.
You know what? I'll continue with watching this Marvel stuff.
Listen, I didn't get a chance.
The butler was Jarvis.
I didn't get a chance to watch Captain Marvel yet. Yeah, I went the next day.
I watched it.
I went and saw Shazam, which, by the way, was amazing. I liked it. It was great.
I haven't watched Shazam, but I want to watch it.
It was amazing. It took every aspect of the different eras of Shazam and put it all in one movie, but not to where it was like, what the hell's going on? They did it. They did it really good. They did it really good.
I watched Captain Marvel, and it's not good. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's in the bottom 5 of my list, but it's an okay movie. I mean, they do some. It's like watching Solo, Han Solo.
Can I tell you? Every time I put on my Netflix, I see it.
Yeah.
And I want to watch it, but I'm kind of.
I start thinking about what's in it.
I'm like a little. Amelia Clark's in it, so I want to watch it. But
yeah.
I'm like, listen.
Every time
my view on Solo is like, I don't want it to be ruined.
No, this is what I mean with the Captain Marvel. There's a scene in Solo that just completely ruins the fucking movie, and I don't want to watch it. Is you're by yourself? I'll just give your name Solo, which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever. Every time.
Wait, so it's not his real name?
No, it's not his real name. Jarvis is the butler.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway,
are you serious?
Yeah, so every time I think about watching that movie, that scene pops in my head.
I want to flip this table right now, dude.
That scene pops in my head, and I'm just like, don't put yourself through. That's what happened. That's what the Nick Fury losing his eye in Captain Marvel.
Well, I did the summary for Captain Marvel and everything. So yeah.
So every time I think about rewatching Captain Marvel, I think about how Nick Fury loses his eye, and I'm just like, I don't even want that shit in the canon. So I just want to get that. I don't want it in the canon.
Technically, it doesn't. Technically, the reason why I just skipped it and reviewed it is because technically you don't really have to.
It's in canon. It's canon.
That's what they say.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want that to be canon. Every time I think about that movie, that scene pops in my head, and I'm like, that's fucking canon. I don't want nothing to do with that movie. Yeah. I want to pretend like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with the Captain Marvel and Nick Fury losing his eye. I'm like, that shit is canon. I don't want to think about it. I just get it out of my fucking head. I have my interpretation or my vision or my imagination, whatever, fantasy of how Nick Fury loses his eye. How Nick Fury loses his eye. I have my vision of what happened.
Yeah.
Of how he loses his eye, and I don't want that movie anywhere near it.
Yeah.
So the reason I watched it is because it's Marvel, and maybe there's something in there that
you want to put together
in the future besides Nick.
That's when you like build off of it with something that happened.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna revisit it because of that. I'm just like, I don't want anything to do with that.
There's certain movies like that are canon movies like I'll watch over again, and then I watch it once, I know what happened. I'm not really
right.
You know what I mean? But like Rogue One was great.
Rogue One was
great. So I figured,
they had
most of it solo movie. It was like, spoiler, everyone dies.
Rogue One would have been a better movie if it was the director had more control over it. But I think Disney was putting too much fucking shit and too much callback in there.
Well, they wanted to do something.
Pig face guy. I'm just like, dude.
They wanted to do characters that were in that era, and they wanted to cram a lot of everything into one movie.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's dumb. Don't do that.
That's why I've been leaning to shows lately.
C-3PO and all that shit. That's dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah, move on. Yeah.
Move on from that. Stop. When that, I was all the way. I was just like, there's some parts of it that are just like, all right, I'll deal with it. Like stormtroopers flipping around from fucking laser shit. I don't know. I was like, this is dumb, but I'll get through it.
Dude, as a
flipping storm, I'm like, this is stupid.
As a standalone Star Wars movie, they did a good job. Like,
yeah, it's a good movie, but there are parts in it that fucking just keep knocking it down. Like the guy with the blind guy. Yeah. For one, it's like they get up to
Ip Man. That's Ip Man, dude. He's
I know. I've seen those
choreographing wise. He's amazing.
I've seen Ip Man. I've seen Bruce Lee's Master.
Yeah.
all the Ip Man movies. I've seen them. He's a great. I like that guy.
Yeah.
But the forces. I was like, that's not how the Force works.
It would have been better if they made him clumsy, except for when he was in battle mode, like fighting people. He'd tripping over shit until he has to fight people.
It's like that movie goes all the way up to ridiculous and then a step over.
Yeah.
If they would just skirt the ceiling, it would be an incredible movie. But they go right up to ridiculous and then take one step over. And
I think the minute the prequels hit, like the second one,
right,
where there was more mystical stuff and all kinds of power. I think the minute they hit that,
right,
I think it just opened the door for just ridiculously in
there's
that world.
Prequels? I don't even fucking consider those anything.
The movies we shan't talk about.
I literally got in a conversation with somebody who's prequels. When did that happen?
Yo,
prequels
I
Star Wars,
saw Phantom Menace twice,
and
when it came out,
I tugged that guy along in like a fucking 3-page conversation.
Oh god!
And he's trying to explain to me the prequels. I was like, I never knew that. I never even knew there was prequels. There's prequels.
he was buying it.
Yeah, and by the end of it, I was just like, they never happened.
Yeah. That's like
I don't even consider them happen. So there's the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And then there's
classic.
And then George Lucas, whatever he was. With an unbridled George Lucas doing whatever he wants.
Did you ever see Robot Chicken when they were like, what happened to the prequels? Well, my kids, they, his kids wrote all the prequels. So
every George Lucas, every excuse in the book of, they're for kids.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Listen.
The Trade Federation War.
Yeah.
You think a 9-year-old is going, there's an embargo in the parliament. What?
Yeah.
Dad, this is a metaphor for Hitler Germany. That's amazing, Timmy.
Yeah.
9-year-old Timmy.
They actually did better with the Clone Wars animated series. That was really good. Did you watch that at all? I know you're not the prequel, but listen, if you watch the Clone Wars,
I did watch.
They were really good.
I did. There's things in Star Wars where I super excited to watch.
Yeah.
Like I'll be super. I'm like, well, this was before I became a broken man. There was things in Star Wars where the idea of Star Wars was exciting, but actually watching it wasn't. So the idea of the Clone Wars was like, okay.
Yeah.
Rebels, I was also, all right, yeah, I'll get into it. And then I'll start watching. I was just like, all right, that doesn't make sense. All right, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
All right. I know it's nitpicking and being particular, but I'm just like, there's Star Wars, and then there's what everyone thinks is Star Wars.
Well, that's like the books.
Like, I love Marvel because Marvel's consistent.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent. Yeah.
Marvel, the MCU,
the franchise-wise, yeah,
MCU, they're consistent in what they want to do. There's no fucking,
except for War Machine, but everything else they were consistent with.
And when they introduce something, they ease it in and make it, understandable to that universe.
Yeah. Where
Star Wars is, they have Star Wars, and then everybody going, all right, let's dump this shit on top of it.
That's true.
And then you're just like, what is all?
Did you read
what is banana peel? Fucking apple.
Did you read any of
cores?
the books that were supposed to be canon, added in stories to the original Star Wars and all?
I'm a broken man when it comes to Star Wars.
Like I read a couple books, but now because of the new movies and the older movies, they don't exist in that realm. Now you're just reading fucking basically fan fiction. And that pisses me off.
That's what I mean. They've taken Star Wars and they've just started dumping shit on it without any consideration of how it affects the universe.
Yeah.
Like the light speed through the Star Destroyers. That isn't consistent with the universe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could do that, then why is anyone not just taking droids and just shooting them through Death Stars or Star Destroyers? Why are you even afraid of a Star Destroyer? Get a pod, put a fucking android in it at light speed, and shoot it right through the fucking head of it.
Yeah,
it's
there's holes in it.
There's the Last Jedi is like the breaker of chains, the breaker of worlds, because they broke that world. I mean, it was like teetering.
Empire Strikes Back's the best. But.
Empire is the best. Yeah. But it's everything in that.
I think that's the one that George Lucas had the least at the time to do with when he was coming out.
Exactly. That's why. And the first one is heavily edited by his wife.
Yeah.
My kids. His wife saved that movie. But at least that everything is consistent within reason in that, except for the Jedi starts getting a little. Starts getting wonky.
Then they started adding afterwards midichlorians.
It starts getting wonky with the Ewoks. That's when you're just like.
Dude, when I was a little kid, I was a huge Ewok fan.
Not me.
My cat's name was Wicked. Like, I was deep into it.
I fucking hated the Ewoks. I was like, this is dumb. This don't make any sense. That's when it started getting off the rails.
Yeah, like he was kind of just living off the Lucasfilm name.
Star Wars was consistent. It was in a universe. It had rules and boundaries. And then George Lucas was like, I'm going to take over Return of the Jedi. Let's fucking dump some little fucking guys on here.
And that's another thing I never
that defeats the Empire with rocks and sticks and stones.
That's why I never understood the battle for Endor. They had rebellion connections by the time Battle of Endor happened. So why didn't anyone come to their aid in Battle of Endor?
Why weren't more troops? I mean, you're getting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got the whole. Yeah.
We're just getting out our angst about things we don't like in our genres of stuff that we actually like.
Star Wars came out of the original trilogy. It started off super strong, and then like Return of the Jedi was kind of like a little rocking in the boat, and then the prequels was just like, and then like there was like Rogue One. Yeah, it's good. It's good. There's some things in there that are just you're just like, all right, if you edit that shit out, it'll be a better movie.
I thought it was good for a standalone though. It was good.
No, it's real good. I like. It's probably the best. It's probably the best one. That and the Force Awakens probably the best ones out of the originals.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Force Awakens. I can't watch it anymore. But I watched it like 10 times, but I can't watch it
again.
I can't watch the Last Jedi. I ruined that movie.
I don't know.
But
I know this: when the Force Awakens, like I scared the shit out of my kids when Han went down.
Right.
I was mad. I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I paused it. I had to get up. I paused it, and I was like, my kids were like, what is going on?
That's what I'm saying. There's stuff in there.
You don't understand how many years I have invested in this. As far as Return of the Jedi, right? When
you're like Simon Pegg screaming at the kid, you weren't there in the beginning. This hopped up commercialized version.
The Return of the Jedi. When he comes back, he's dressed in all black. His lightsaber is different. Everything.
Yeah, he's got the green lightsaber.
Yeah, if you read about that whole situation, like he seems darker, but they don't hint on it later. If you read the stuff supposed to be canon, but really isn't anymore, so what the fuck's the point?
Right.
He actually started studying the dark side to get a better understanding of it.
Yeah.
So when he came back, he was more balanced.
So that's where I thought they were going to take the new Star Wars. I thought they were going to introduce the gray Jedis, and Luke's going to be a gray Jedi.
The gray Jedis are the shit.
He's gonna abandon Jedi. He's going to abandon the dark side and make a balanced combination.
Nor dark nor light.
Ignore all the terrible things from the Jedi Edict. Ignore all the terrible things from the Sith Edict, and take all the good things from both.
Take their Bruce Lee philosophy, the best from this, and discard what isn't.
Be like water. Yeah,
be like water, my friend.
Be like water, my friend. take elements of the best things from both worlds and combine them into the two, and be a great
I just saw that recently somewhere too.
Right.
You take water, you put it in the pot, it becomes the teapot.
Yeah.
He goes now water can crash or it can flow. Be water, my friend.
Be water. We're gonna get into Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, I know.
But yeah, that's the direction I thought they were gonna go. I thought they were like, all right, The Force Awakens. I was like, all right, there's problems in it, but it's a Jedi. It feels like Star Wars. It's got the opera.
It made you excited for a Star Wars movie.
It feels like Star Wars. Yeah. There's elements in there that Star Wars. The characters are similar to the Star Wars characters. There's a universe you can work with.
Yeah.
And then I thought they were gonna do the Gray Jedi, where he's like.
That would have been awesome.
Even when I was looking at the trailers came out and Luke was like, the Jedi must die, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
It's like he wants to end both sides.
He wants to end both sides.
You know what I mean? Just one path. Yeah.
One path.
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
Yo, when I played
the movie was
when I played the Star Wars games where you can like customize your Jedis and shit, I always made my dude like just straight down the middle kind of guy. Yeah.
I'm straight. I'm straight down the middle.
But are you looking forward to
gay Transformers? You ever see that? You ever see that one meme with the girl with the shoes? No. And she like crumbles?
Dude, and they put the
you see they have Optimus Prime.
I lost
Autobots
my shit.
Transform.
Yeah. Autobots assemble. Autobots assemble.
Did you see the new trailer for Star Wars? No, I seen it. It's not inspiring.
How about the Picard trailer?
What are they gonna do? Okay, let's get back. Let's get back to Marvel.
Okay,
and then because we got to get into Star Wars too, and we got to get into One Punch Man. All right,
dude.
Yeah, let's get. We'll get in there. We'll get there.
I'm dying. The next book doesn't come out for another 2 months.
I saw your collection on. I saw you post that on Facebook. You've got like a huge collection.
Yeah. Oh, and then I have a side. The side stacked up like that, dude. Yeah.
You got a problem.
Yeah, dude. I probably read about a book a day, maybe 2. So,
where does the MCU go
from here?
From where they are. Who's the next bad? Who do you think?
I would like more show-based stuff. Get more detailed.
Do you think they get smaller, more contained stories? Like, did you see the Spider-Man? Trailer.
Yeah,
it's great.
Which is, I'm kind of digging how it's going.
Yeah,
but I want to know.
Mysterio's
at the end of the movie, it's like everyone went back to school.
Right.
But he's in school with everyone that he was in school with.
It's very convenient.
So it's like, okay, so your whole school got wiped out?
Yeah.
Whole school got wiped out?
I think it'd be great if all his friends, most of his core friends, stayed, and then Flash is the only one that stayed.
Yeah, he's still in school because like he's so stupid. Like he became dumb. And or 5 years older than them, go to school with him.
Or he has no other friends except for those core group of friends. So he
hates.
He's like the person that graduates high school but still goes back to Wheeler and drinks with the high school kids. You know what I mean? He's like 25 years old. Well, he's
I mean, in this version, they made him more of a scholar instead of a jock dick.
Yeah, he would be like 20 years old, though, right?
Yeah, because they're 15.
20. They were like 15, 16. So he would be like, make him 21. And like rub it in the Peter Parker's face that he can drink now.
Just be total ass.
But he has no friend. The only friends he has
so they have no choice but to hang out with him because they feel bad for him.
They have no choice but to feel bad for him, and he can't make any new friends. Yeah. So all the friends, not friends.
You weren't here 5 years ago. You don't know what it was like.
Yeah, exactly. So all the people that tolerated his presence were vanished away. Yeah. He couldn't make any new friends. But he's 5 years older and he's hanging out with high school kids. Still trying to be the cool kid.
Hey, can you score some?
Not realizing how much of a loser that is.
Yeah.
So that would be a great twist. I don't know if Marvel's smart. They probably were like they're probably like that would be funny. Also, it makes Flash Thompson older. Yeah. You know.
The Flash is here. Who brought the beer?
Look who can buy beer. Who's got these wine coolers?
Yo. Another thing is when he went into like the kill mode. Oh, why didn't he do that in the last movie, dude?
Because he's not about killing.
In this last one, he was dropping.
Oh, the Infinity War.
Yeah, like he could have went into that kill mode.
Maybe he didn't think about it.
Did you play the game at all? The Spider-Man game?
No, I'm still Skyrim. I'm still doing Skyrim.
Dude, I have Skyrim for VR.
Oh, for real? Is it amazing? You said you were going to bring VR next time.
Yeah, I'll come. We'll set it up, and you'll... Dude...
I want to be like those the YouTube clips of the grandmas on the roller coaster.
You know what's funny? I always said that shit doesn't... You feel it, bro.
Probably, yeah.
You feel it. Like, the mind...
Right.
It's so in-depth that the mind...
It's like the Back to the Future ride in the Universal Studios. You ever
even better. Even better. Because I'm telling you right now...
It sounds like the Simpsons thing. Dude, you go through.
Listen. I'm telling you right now, I did one of the roller coaster simulations. I'm like, this ain't too bad. And you look down, and you're like...
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yo. And then when that goes, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, you really feel it. Because the mind's like, I'm here. This is happening.
Yeah.
And the mind just... It makes up the rest of the stuff that you're used to feeling.
If you die... You die here. You die in the real world.
Whoa. Yeah, the VR is amazing.
I'm bleeding.
You think that's air you're breathing? Yeah, but the Spider-Man game's amazing, and you can have that suit, and he does like the kill mode, stabbing fools. But
yeah,
anyway,
I don't know why.
I've bought Skyrim for one of my favorite games of all time.
Right.
I had it when it originally came out.
Elder Scrolls.
I got it for the Switch.
Right.
And I got it for the VR. My one friend's like, "You're an ass."
I got all kinds of mods going on.
Listen,
I got the kid playing it.
Yeah, my kid's playing it too.
She quit last night. She was playing it. She quit. Somebody picked a fight with her.
She's like, "I'm done.
I just want to roam around. I don't want to do any quests or nothing." I was like, "What?" And then she's like, "I want to buy a house." I was like, "Well, you got to do quests."
You got to do quests.
Yeah, you got to do.
It's not a free market. You're like, "Hey, give me a house."
And so, what do you think? This is a socialist?
This isn't Sweden.
This isn't a socialist. This isn't a socialist realm.
Everyone gets.
You got to kill dragons, Bernie Sanders.
Feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
No, in VR, my friend mastered that game.
How much is
Well, it depends if you're getting an Oculus or the PlayStation VR. I got the PlayStation
VR. Is there a difference?
VR. There is. The tracking is better
the Oculus
on the Oculus and Vive and stuff like that. But the VR it's good, dude. Because basically your PlayStation's the processor. It's amazing how much stuff. Like
that's what I'm saying. We had this conversation before. I was like, why is my porn all over?
Your PlayStation there's a relay box that comes with your VR, and your PlayStation is basically the processor for the game. Okay. So I already had it. So I was like, I'm not spending 15, 2000.
Is it plug-in or is it
yeah,
like
it plugs in and then you put it on.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm not spending $2,000.
There's not a wireless version where you can.
No, not yet. But Oculus and all them have.
Probably not the power supply is probably.
No, and not just that, because the tracking is a little lower on it and everything. You need a direct line because there'd be too much delay with the PlayStation and everything, and it'd be just exactly. You'd be one of the people. I'm lagging. Damn it! But so I already had that, so I figured, you know what, I'll get this, and I bought it, and I just fell in love with VR. That's most of my gaming has been VR, but the free range when you're playing Skyrim, like you have like you're like, oh shit. And I never used the arrows.
How does that work, though? Is it
because you have controllers that have sensors?
Okay, it's kind of like the weight Wii,
but more in depth, like everything. Like it's spot on, and it isn't just like the Wii. You could sit on your couch. The Wii, you could sit on your couch and be like, you're not doing that with VR. Like you got to duck and cover. Yeah. And I walk around with a sword and a spell in one hand, so I'm like just hitting shit. Cool. And then if you could go total Spartan mode, if you have a shield, I'll walk into a cave with a bunch of people and just, like, where you're blocking.
Bam, bam.
Yeah. I'll hold my spear and just reach around and be like, and they're like, they're blocking everything.
Right.
I grab my controller and I'm like, totally, like, just.
Yeah.
It has.
A spear?
Well, not a spear, but like a bigger sword. Yeah. But you can use your shield. Like, you can actually use combat strategy instead of just hacking and slashing. So when I walk into somewhere and it's going to be a distance, I never used the bows at all in the game. VR, I use them shits, dude.
What, the bow?
Yeah, because you'll see shit from a distance.
What do you got to do? Just go
like yeah, you like you have a trigger, so you literally have to grab your quiver, back for your quiver, and hold the trigger.
Oh, you got to...
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's cool.
You're totally Hawkeye and shit. like you're doing that.
I'm not useless.
And you really got to aim. Right. Because you just go like that and we'll just go. So I'll be in the distance sneaking in the cave and you'll see the lanterns and stuff and see an oil spill and you sneak.
Yeah.
I'll just be like.
Oh, and get the drop.
Oh, yeah, right on them, dude. Like, it puts you there. You're not just walking around hacking and slashing. Right. Like, it puts you in there. I'll put it this way. Some days I come home from work and I'm like, I want to play this game, but I'm tired. And, like, I'm actually, when you're in VR, you're working for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like VR is amazing. I have over a terabyte worth of VR games, dude. I have 65 VR games.
Right.
And they're amazing. There's this game called Super Hot. It's super hot.
Is this VR porn?
No, it's a game. What it does, each level, there's like 5 levels.
Super hot, and then in the back it says Asian.
There's 5 scenarios per level. There's like 15 levels. And it's very Matrix-like. So what happens
is 4 bases.
You get loaded into a level. Right. You'll see a guy in front of you. Oh, shit. Time only moves when you move. Okay? So you get put in these scenarios. So, like, you're there. The minute I go to hit you, you're coming at me.
All right.
So I gotta like, strategize. Like, duck, swing. Okay? Then you'll get loaded into the next. Each level gets harder. So you'll load into the next level. There'll be 2 guys, and you're in an office setting. And there'll be, like, an ashtray. And a cup. And like stuff like on the table. One of them will have a gun, and you're like, you'll go to move it, and you'll stop. You're like, oh shit!
You gotta go for the gun.
Like, you can pick up whatever's there. You pick it, smash them with the cup. They'll drop the gun. You got to jump, grab the gun,
smash them with the cup,
and shoot them. And you're like, all right, you're thinking it over in your head,
right? And
then as you do it, like everything can happen real fast. You'll get in a situation where there's 5 on 1. They all have guns. Right. You'll be getting a situation, scurrying, running, and you'll stop, and you're like, oh, shit. Bullet here, bullet here, bullet here, and you're like, how am I going to...
With, like, Matrix shit?
Yes, and you're like, the minute I move, how am I going to... You look retarded playing this game. When you watch people in the headset, they're like...
Are you like the fat black girl on the cutout? Oh, shit!
Yes!
Oh, shit!
Listen, because the minute it goes, it's like, it registers headshots, body shots compared to where like you're measured.
Right.
So you're like, I'm so done.
Right.
You burn calories playing this game, and you will sweat because like you're like, all right, I got to get through this, and then you'll stop, You'll be pouring sweat.
I gotta put. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, the hole in the wall, whatever it's called.
The hole in the wall, and the black lady.
Yeah.
Oh, this big.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it just wasn't happening. There's a calorie counter on that game because
really?
Because of how in depth you get, like doing
you got an IV.
What's funny is in the game,
Right.
you're in a room with a computer and floppy disks,
Right.
and a VR set. You get into the VR, and in the game you load in have to get into a VR
To get it, you get in a VR
to
to get into a VR
to get into the game.
It's like South Park.
Yeah, it's like Inception.
You're in a VR.
Yeah. So and the game is amazing, but they have a lot of. It's just so in depth, and then the racing games are just.
Right.
I was driving. I'm like, sticking my head out the window, looking. Tires are spinning. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Birds are flying by. Scared the shit out of myself.
How much is a VR?
Look at the mountain. I hit something, and I was like, oh shit! Scared the hell out of me. I was like, oh my god, had to reverse it.
Right.
Like it gets in depth.
This is just a child.
Yeah. Don't mind the kids. It depends. Like,
What's like $300? I guess would be.
At the time I bought it,
what top level would be like $300? I guess.
Well, if you already have a good like gaming computer,
I just got the PS4. Well, I have a.
Well, if you have the PS4,
I have a computer that I use for like this for editing.
What you do is
a high graphics card.
If you go onto Oculus or Vive, they have a test runner.
Right.
You select it, and it reads your specs on your computer.
Okay.
And gives all your information that it goes.
Well, mine has.
No. What it does, it will read all your specs, and it will tell you whether or not you meet the requirements.
Mark Zucker comes on and starts laughing.
Yeah, it will tell you all your specs, and
your $3.50 in your bank account is mine now.
It tells you if you meet the requirements.
Right.
If not, I believe now it even goes as far as telling you what you need.
Right.
So that will. Mi madre. I told her I'd be here.
Is that your? Did she watch the last one?
Yeah, she was cracking up about my dad.
Oh, okay.
She was cracking up. It was pretty good. My sister too saw it, and she was cracking up.
There's Sarah. Yeah, I saw it was her birthday recently.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's doing good. Doing good. She lives in Virginia.
All right.
You know.
Cool.
Her husband, gets to have his guns, so they like it there.
Get the guns.
They get to have the guns. So
he was in the Air Force or something.
Yeah, he was actually Air Force. He did EOD. He was like Master Chief. I don't know if it's called Master Chief, but he was up there. He did bombs, explosives, and stuff like that.
Oh, all right.
So,
yeah.
Doing good. Eddie's doing good.
EOD.
Yeah, explosive ordnance disposal.
Oh, okay.
So he's the guys they call when they're like, "Yo, got a situation."
Yeah.
But
it's the Hurt Locker.
What's funny is I brought the VR over there. I mean, he's done tours overseas. Yeah, I brought the VR over there. I was like, "Well, you got to try this game. You're in the military shooting stuff," and he's like, "Oh, I'm okay." Like I've actually had to do it. So
yeah, I've been there. It's not something. It's like you don't want to go do something at work. Yeah. You're just like I do this all day. Yeah. I don't want to.
It's like they actually have.
I murder people all day, man. I don't want to go home.
They have Job Simulator.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, you got to try this office working game. Like, I'm actually in the cubicle all day. Why would I want to do that?
Why would I do that?
But that's how crazy it gets.
All his games are just like Mario Brothers and shit.
Yeah, but they have what they call I guess what they call is God-based games, like God mode games. Where you're in the world. You're not the character. It's not first person.
You're Dr. Manhattan.
You're watching over them.
And it's like a Populous.
Them. So it's
like a Populous or Sims.
It's almost like you're there.
That would
you're
be
watching
perfect
over them,
for
but
me.
you're third person over the shoulder and you control them.
Oh, okay.
So imagine an adventure game, but like when you're going through the caves and shit, you'll be playing and go, oh, because like you start to go into it and you're like, oh shit.
Right.
And like stuff is hanging and you're kind of like looking around stuff and you can actually look like very like if there's a puzzle area where you got to get to one point, you can stop and look around and like, all right, so I got to get up there. And you can actually look like in and look at things, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And go like, all right. And then you like, it's amazing. Every aspect of it, whether you're doing a first person, third person racing game, you're there. And even
I want those. I want one of those games though, where I can be God because I have my ego's.
They have simulation games.
I have godlike complex.
You'd even love this because they have simulation games where you're building places.
I like those Age of Empires. I love those.
You can literally pick the characters up like this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And like, if you don't like them, you can just
get the Doctor Strange is probably going to come out.
Yeah.
Black Panther's coming out.
Yeah.
So now Black Panther, who's going to be the villain? Are they going to?
I don't know. But like I said, Marvel doing this whole Spider-Man noir. If DC does like a whole Batman noir thing, like that'd be pretty cool. But I'm telling you, Robert Pattinson as the Batman Beyond Batman, and Michael Keaton as Batman, handing over the whole thing to him. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's DC Spider-Man.
What? Who is that? What is that?
He's DC's version of Spider-Man.
Is he?
Yeah,
I didn't follow
there's
that.
a DC version. Black Spider. That's what his name
Black
is.
Spider.
That's it. Black Spider.
Yeah, I'm not on board with that.
He's actually pretty. He's in Young Justice.
Is he?
Season 2. He's in like the first episode, I think.
I want a Blue Beetle movie. That's what
I know. We've done.
I want a Blue Beetle.
Jaime.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to. We did Star Wars, right?
Yeah. I talked about Marvel.
Are
we gonna go from there? Like anything can happen.
Yeah,
the
I don't know
next
what's gonna
bad
happen.
person, I don't know who they're gonna use.
The next big bad. Are they gonna do a big bad? Are they gonna?
Maybe they'll do Galactus. That'd be
are they gonna do
crazy.
Fantastic
But
Four?
if they do Galactus, they're gonna need, when it gets to a certain point, they're gonna need to assemble everyone again, like they did before.
I was recently watching.
So it'd be almost like an Avengers offshoot. So
yeah.
But who would they use? They'd have to use new people.
Who on Fantastic Four?
Well, no. If they do a whole Galactus thing, and it's like they got X-Men in it, they'd have to do almost another Avengers thing, Infinity War thing, but it'd be with different people. So I don't know if that would work.
I think they're going to introduce Galactus through Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
because it's cosmic. I think she's going to be like oh my god, this is coming at us.
Maybe. But it wouldn't just be her.
They have to introduce a lot before they introduce Galactus stuff. I think it's going to be like the same. It's going to be a slow build up to that.
Same premises as they did Avengers.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be as like an Avengers movie every 2-3 years. I think it's going to be like 5 years, and then
just one big movie,
and then one big movie, and then 5 years another big movie.
Well, they said they're just gonna keep going with the Fantastic Four, even though the last movie was a flop. But
with those characters,
I don't think so.
I
think it's like a reboot after the reboot, which kind of just I want the only person that was successful so far was the Spider-Man franchises. So I don't know if I'd hop on board
Raimi one.
The reboot with the reboot of a reboot for Fantastic Four. Kind of
the Raimi was the only successful.
I don't know how they're going to go about it.
I just keep thinking about it.
But after what we just saw with Thanos and how crazy shit got, I think the only way to make
cut his fucking head off.
The only way to make a big threat and something worth watching would be Galactus. You know what I mean? And as far as DC, they're already pointing to Darkseid.
I think they're going to. I don't know. I think they can build up. I think they can build up again.
Yeah.
The problem with
are they going to start from scratch or kind of like they're going to keep everything that happened so far and kind of build from there?
Yeah,
or totally start from the beginning.
The problem, the failures of the past of this is what happens with the failures of other franchises or other even TV shows or whatnot. They get to the point where this epic event happens, and then they think that they have to top that epic event. But reality, what you need to do is...
I think it gets to be too much. It gets stale after a while. It's like it's the same thing.
No, this is what happens. You do something big, and then you think, well, we got to do something bigger than that.
Yeah.
But reality, what you got to do is go back and build it up again.
Yeah.
You can't just...
get people excited for something.
Exactly. You can't just have something big, and then the next year throw something out. Well, this is bigger. Yeah. And then the next year after that, well, this is bigger than that. Yeah. That's the whole purpose of why people like the first big one was the build up to it. You have the journey. This is the journey, whatever. You have to have the journey to it. You can't just have something big and then something big after, and then some. It's a bigger Death Star. You know what I mean? You can't just keep throwing Death Stars.
That's not a planet.
The reason why the Death Star worked is because it was some fucking farmer from some tit farmer from Blue Milk Farmer squeezing tits out of some animal. How does that work? How did that work?
I don't know.
That animal was aquatic and had blue milk, and he was getting blue milk from a desert planet. Yeah. Was there a similar animal?
I have no clue.
To, like, did that. You know, there's a cow in America and a camel in the fucking...
I have no clue how they did that.
I don't want to think about it.
That's why they're drinking it. Yeah, it's blue.
That's what I mean.
It's blue in the cup.
Is that where they're getting... Is it imported?
I have no clue.
Because
they were
imported from
hydroponic farmers or something like that?
They were moisture farmers.
Moisture farmers, yeah.
So gross.
Yeah. Moist.
That's my line to women.
Moist.
It's my hit. That's my hit. My what's it? What is it called?
Your pickup line?
That's my pickup line to women. What do you do for your living? I'm a moisture farmer.
It'd be funny if someone did get like, well, what is that? What do you do then?
Oh, you'll find out. Buy you a drink.
You want to go to the Tashi station, get some power
cultivate this.
Yeah, that would be cool. What's funny is if you picked up someone who's like secretly like a hardcore nerd and just fell in love with you right there.
Yeah.
I found the one.
All right, bitch, calm down.
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
So whatever, Marvel's whatever Marvel do, I'm invested. Unless it's Captain Marvel.
I'm definitely in to see where they go from here. As far as everything, they can do a bunch of stuff now.
Who would you cast as Fantastic Four?
Who would I cast as?
That's who I think. That's the first thing they're going to introduce is the Fantastic Four.
The dude, they were talking about
the
dude who, the dude from A Quiet Place and
John.
He like they were showing stills of like what he would look. I think that would be
with a beard.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good choice. I think it'd be pretty good.
Him and Emily Blunt. That would be a good choice.
Yeah, him and his wife. You know. So, but yeah, I think he'd be a good choice for that.
He would have to. He would have to play Mr. Fantastic. I mean, Mr. Fantastic is oblivious, but he's a genius and oblivious at the same time.
Who would you get for thing? Like, they need to get someone who's just a monster, dude. They need to get someone who's just a monster.
What they need to do. This is they keep
2-person role.
I hope they don't do the Ultimates version. It's a terrible version. But they what they need to do. I like the premise that they're all on one team. I don't like the premise that I would rather have.
They could go with the Spider-Man version.
No, in the comics, they're all on the same team. They're all on one team.
Yeah.
But I would prefer to switch the Johnny and the Grimm character, what their positions are. I would rather have Johnny be the pilot.
Okay.
And Grimm be the security.
Yeah.
Because that makes more sense. It makes more sense. You know, you have a hothead pilot.
Yeah. Well, Johnny dies, and then Spider-Man takes over.
He died, Johnny.
He died. Put him in a body bag. But yeah,
we'll do it for Johnny.
We'll do it for Johnny, man. Hey, you got your knife?
My favorite line in Cobra Kai is when Johnny is talking about Miyagi, and he's like, "Yeah, he beat up my friend. I think he gave my friend Billy brain damage." Yeah. And Billy's the one that was screaming,
like,
"Put him in the body!" I was like cracking. I was like, "That's some fucking Easter egg shit right there."
It was good. Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to go after
I think he gave my friend brain damage.
If they wanted to go with the new Fantastic Four and kind of build it from there and take Spider-Man into that, but then how would they do that? Like, would they make a movie first with Johnny? And then afterwards, he's not there no more?
I have my story set up. It's the 60s.
Oh, you're going like original style.
Yeah, it's the 60s. Okay. They're in the 60s. They're one of the first rocket ships out.
Okay.
Right? They're test flighting. They're doing some tests or whatever.
Okay.
And they get sucked into the negative zone or a black hole or something happens. Okay. or they get sucked into one of those ports that you see the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And it throws them through time or whatever, and to
change their molecular structure.
And that whole movie is about their adventure. It changes their molecular structure. It's like a wormhole that has some freaky shit.
Yeah,
rockets.
Kind of
you ever seen Rocket's Eye? They do like this jump that goes through this crazy amount of thing to the point where it changes them physically in their molecular structure. And and then they go on some adventure in the movie where it's like space, some crazy. They go to the Kree or the Kree home world, or they're in the middle of the.
That'd be a better pace than just being on Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when they come back, it's modern time or 5 years, however. And then
that'd be cool.
They come back. It's kind of like Lost in Space.
Yeah.
It's a Lost in Space thing where they leave in the '60s and they get lost in space.
Yeah.
And then they come back and it's modern times. And Sokovia is destroyed, and Doom reunifies that country and calls it Latveria. And he's not called Doom; he's called whatever the Russian word for Doom is.
That'd be cool.
Like they say,
word,
what's his name? What's the leader's name? Whatever Doom is in Russian.
Yeah.
Or Chechenian or whatever in that.
Yeah.
And the guy's Doom.
Yeah. It was Doom? Yeah, that'd be cool.
You've at the time. That's my prediction for the first family.
Okay.
Is they're space voyagers where they're doing an experiment. Yeah. Johnny's young pilot, Grimm is security, and Reed and Sue are the scientists.
That'd be perfect.
And they go out into space. They somehow go into a time rift or through those portals. They detect the portal. They detect one of those portals, those portal jumps, but they don't know. They don't understand how to,
safely travel through one.
Safely travel through one directionally.
Yeah.
So they just go through it, and it just goes.
They come to find out you got to have this to do that. You know what I mean? It kind of that's what. Almost like
you need
how they do gamma radiation,
you need a point B to go through there. You gotta calculate point B to go through there, but they don't know point B, so they just know point A, so they just go through.
Which would make sense because they're from back in the day.
Yeah, they're in the '60s.
Yeah, so their knowledge of things is not very wide.
Right,
and that kind of changes everything. That'd be awesome.
Right.
That would work.
Right. So that also explains how nobody talks about them.
Yeah, because they weren't there.
They weren't there.
They didn't come until afterwards.
They disappeared.
That makes sense. That'd work well.
Right.
Marvel. That'd work well. Marvel.
Call me up.
That would work.
But that's my theory for the Fantastic Four.
So let me ask you, as far as DC, right now they're kind of pointing towards dark side, but things is kind of
they're all over the place.
It's a little bit of a mess. So
I didn't watch Shazam. I want to watch Shazam, but they're all over the place.
It's standalone. It ties into everything, but it's standalone. Like Superman makes an appearance.
They're rudderless.
Listen, they're kind of just treading water, but
I mean they're just throwing bait out to see if anybody where the school.
I mean,
fish are.
They're good movies, but you can't really lump them all together and be like, this is the line for this. You can only do that for so many. The kid in me will always love DC.
Man of Steel is okay. Wonder Woman is good.
Wonder Woman's good, dude.
Aquaman's okay.
Aquaman was Aquaman, but it was good. It was good in the sense that, hey, this is Aquaman. They succeeded in making Aquaman cool and a good character instead of just bloop, 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 you know. So
okay,
all right. So let's okay. So I don't know where they're gonna go with the big bad and that they're pointing
I liked
towards...
Aquaman.
Yeah,
I did. I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching it, but it's not something I would invest in.
Oh, it's not like you're gonna be like Aquaman's the new.
What's gonna happen? Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm like, all right, that was fun. It was good.
It's a story to add on to if they're gonna build up to like Justice League and stuff like that. Definitely do it. That's good that way.
Fucking burn it to the ground.
So all right, so anime real quick.
Just burn it to the ground.
Did you watch the second season of One Punch Man yet?
DC is just fucking throwing darts. to see what sticks right now. So I don't.
Well, they had
there's no plan.
The board of ideas and just.
I am fucking super interested in fucking the Joker movie.
Yeah. So
I didn't think I would be interested, and I saw the one trailer.
After I watched the trailer.
Yeah, after I watched the trailer, I was like, all right, you got me. I'm interested.
Well, there's so many origin stories of.
It's not a guy going hugga with a fucking damage tattoo.
Listen,
on his forehead.
There's so many origin stories of the Joker that they can pretty much do anything because the true origin story, like, it's not 100%. Like,
yeah, I don't. It's always random.
Yeah, so
there's also theories that there are more than one Joker.
Yeah,
I like Joker. I like the Joker being this just random, this hurricane just comes in from nowhere that you don't know where. And you don't know where it's from. You don't know where it's going.
He's more of a force of nature, like how he gets described from time to time. He's
an agent of chaos.
So
Batman is an agent of order. That's why they both work well together. They're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. So it looks good. Yeah, they're kind of pointing at
it looks interesting.
At a broken man who just has had enough.
He probably watched The Last Jedi.
I can't take it anymore.
What is that shit?
But
how does Rey have? She's a Mary Sue. She's a Super Saiyan Sue.
I like where they're going from.
Super Saiyan Sue.
Super Saiyan.
That's what the fuck she is.
I have my whole anime gear going on today. So.
Would you wear that because of our in-depth discussion of how terrible that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just fucking
Let's get on to
right. I think they're gonna focus on the Fantastic Four next because there's been enough distance from that terrible movie that nobody remembers.
So
where they fucked up all the characters,
so they can kind of rebuild.
Yeah,
but still link it to.
It was a horror movie. It was a sci-fi horror movie that they were just like, let's call this the Fantastic.
I still haven't even watched it because of how bad from certain things I've seen about it. I still haven't watched it.
I don't even like the fucking. They have the fucking white Sue, black Johnny. I was just like, what is this shit? It changes the dynamic of the fucking. I don't even understand.
It's an interracial family.
That's not how it. That's not the characters.
Originally, no. It's not the original.
And it's not the dynamic of the characters either. Johnny's supposed to be younger, and I don't know. Sue's like some not fucking. She's adopted, and even when you watched it, they were just like they don't even seem like stepbrother and sister.
Yeah, they really didn't even connect. I don't even think they were planning on connecting it because I mean he's Killmonger. Yeah. So
that's why I'm just saying it's not the characters. Stop ruining the characters. This is the problem DC got into. This problem when any other franchise that's not Kevin Feige gets into. This is the problem back in the day too with the X-Men. They just keep they change the characters that aren't the characters.
Yeah.
And everyone that's a fan of the characters you pissing those people off, and that filters through the normies.
Yeah.
Where the normies are like, I like that movie. No, that movie's terrible.
Like I said, they should have started at Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse, or what is it? Just X-Men Apocalypse. I think they should have started from there. That would have been perfect to start from.
Just burn that down.
So technically, everything after Futures Past, everything is rewritten. None of that shit really exists. So you're good.
Yeah. Well, okay. So they're
burn it with fire.
Just burn the ground. Just burn the ground. Just burn the ground. Kill everyone except for Wonder Woman and Shazam.
All right. So
and maybe.
Did you watch season 2? I didn't watch season 2 yet. But I'm well past that. I'm like on book 16.
Well, season two is like coming out slow.
Yeah.
It's like once every week or so. I'm on like episode 7. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not
Garo, the hero hunter.
The hero hunter. I like that concept.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sticking with they're sticking true to the. Everything else, everything around Sodoma is more exciting than Sodoma.
Yeah, that's how the book is. I haven't watched season 2
Which
yet.
I
Have
like.
They integrated the whole Monster Association yet?
No, they've
just so about Kara so far.
They've shown a little. They've given hints to the Monster Association, but the premise is now. Monsters are starting to become overwhelming.
Yeah, they're more Yeah, it gets more into detail in the book, like as you go along. I got another 2 months to wait for the next book. It's driving me crazy.
You have the monster, human monster, the guy that wants to be a monster.
Yeah. The hero hunter.
Hunter, and the last couple episodes, Southama is Steve is in it. It's pretty much a Steve. If they ever Americanize it, they can't call him Saitama because nobody understands it. That's just just a common name.
Yeah.
In
call him Steve.
Yeah, just call him Steve. What's your name? Steve. You know what I mean?
It'd actually be funny
because
if you know the book.
That's the joke that he's just got a normal. His name's John. That's his superhero name.
He's just average guy.
It's just the average. It's just an average plain name.
Yeah.
So,
what's really cool about the manga is when you read it, the last chapter it goes back in time of his training and what things he had to do to get where he was.
Yeah.
So
10 sit-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups.
But no, it's like his little adventures he went on
10 miles
in between before he lost his hair
every day.
Every day.
Even if the air conditioner wasn't.
Don't use the air conditioner or the heat. If reading the manga, like the show's pretty spot on, but there's certain things in the manga that are slightly like more in depth. But
you're not gonna go. The books are better.
The books are better because how like every last chapter goes back. Right. But I'll tell you right now, reading the books, it's really good in how you'll sit there and you'll read a book and immediately want to read the next book because you're like, all this shit happened. Where's Saitama? Where's he at? He needs to come.
Where's Steve at?
He needs to come and just end this shit right now.
Okay.
That's what it seems like. But everything that's happening in between it, you're interested in that storyline with Genos and stuff and other people, like Metal Bat and all them. Dude, it's really good. The story's in the middle, and then he kind of comes into the picture.
No, that's the whole One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Everything's more exciting than the hero.
Yeah.
Everything around the hero is more exciting than the hero. That's the joke.
It's amazing.
Well, that's the premise. That's the premise of the thing, where you're supposed to be the hero is actually super boring.
Yeah.
But everything around the hero
is just amazing.
Is exciting.
Everything is happening.
Yeah, everything is exciting.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it's the same premise of this season, where he's doing he's at a tournament to win a tournament for some guy.
He's under disguise in the tournament.
He's in disguise. He's got this ridiculous.
He's trying to win like $3 million. Yeah.
And him trying to hide his identity is coming off as he's just nervous being in the tournament. Where when he actually fights him, he doesn't really care because he's a god pretty much. So he's nervous about the wig coming off.
Yeah, he's like, watch my hair.
And the announcers and all his opponents are like, well, this guy's really nervous.
Yeah. What's funny is
I'm gonna beat him up. And like he just,
the tournament I think is like
sometimes
4 books long.
Yeah, this is like 4 episodes long.
Yeah, the tournament's like 4 books long.
Where he's in the tournament for like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And like he's accidentally beaten guys. Where he's like, well, this
normal consecutive punches. Damn it!
This time I'll just take my time.
Yeah.
But the guy like touches his wig,
and then he's like,
he was like, don't touch my hair, and like,
do you know how that all started though?
Just like smacks him.
Sends him flying.
Sends him flying out of the stadium. He's like, oh man, I wanted to drag that out a little.
Yeah. What's funny is it started as an online
it was a guy who wasn't even a particularly good artist either.
No, I mean, well, he is because he did Eye Shield or Eyelash, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a manga before.
Those sketches though
were quick,
rude.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even really look like Saitama. Like it's like it was all like little jokes and stuff,
right?
But caught on and just kept going and kept going.
Yeah, somebody saw it.
It was like, yo,
popular.
Make an actual.
And then somebody high up. I mean, the guy he was still in college or something.
Yeah, and he's
just doing stuff.
But he worked on another like popular manga, and then he just did that as something
like a side thing.
Yeah, as a joke, and it caught on. Like, yo, that's why if you watch a show or read the book, like action's super in depth. and then it'll stop, and the character will be drawn real shitty, or weird looking, like very chibi, and it points back to like the origins of how everything started, which is great.
Well, they do that. They do that joke they do that joke within the series too.
Yeah,
where sometimes he's like drawn
like
Diesel, serious, and sometimes he's just a cartoonist caricature of himself.
And it kind of just
like an egghead with like fucking wide eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, you know, an ode to like the original, like how it started.
And sometimes when he's like, usually when he's doing like serious, he'll be saying something like ridiculous.
Yeah, like is there a deal at the market?
Yeah, is there a deal at the market today?
Stuff like that. So, but that's a great book series. I have every book you can have in America right now. So, because it takes like 2 months. When it comes out, it takes like 2 months for them to translate. And then they print them and send them over here.
Well, some of the best stuff with him is whenever he's against somebody and that person is like super serious.
Yeah.
And like he's like getting to a backstory of how he became this or how this is this, and it just cuts us out and he goes, "Oh, you."
It's very. I think the reason why I took off it because it was very story wise. It was very out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like very, very different.
Yeah.
So I think that's
it's more of a not a critique, but like a satire of the genre.
Of the genre, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all them. I'm waiting for the next book to come out. I have all of My Hero Academia. I'm waiting for the next book that comes out next month. Death Note. Reading all the Death Notes, which by the way, is
that over yet? Or is there a new Death Note? I don't understand what's going on.
The book series, I got the whole Black Edition and everything like that.
Black Edition.
It's called the Black Edition. Listen, right? It just says Death Note on it, right? The pages are black on the outside of everything. Like some guy was like, "You're going to hell." I was outside waiting. I was outside. It was in like Hampton area. Yeah, I was at this cafe place, right? Because when you look at it from the side and the front, and you're holding it
satanic.
Yes, and if you look at the Book of Satan, it's all black, and the pages are black. It's like, "You're going to hell," and I was like, "What?
You're waxing the devil."
And I was like, and then it clicked. I was like, "Oh, what an idiot!" But that series is great. Oba, the writer Oba, he's an amazing writer.
Right.
Like the writing is smart.
Okay.
In that book, it's super smart. It's like that. As far as manga go, that's the only manga book that's made me speak out loud while I'm reading it.
All right.
Like I'm like, "Don't do that!" Oh shit! Like, and like people, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Like that book is like that series. The writing in it is amazing.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I knew I wanted to talk to you about something else. So One Punch Man. I know there's something manga.
Naruto. Yeah, I gotta get. There's like 73, 74 installments of that of the original, and I have about 26 of them.
What, Naruto?
Yeah.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah, I got about 26 of them, so I got to get more. But then they have Shippuden, it goes as high as that, and then Boruto, which goes about as high as that.
Right.
So I got some more collecting to do because I have the original 7 comics, like the omnibus of the original Ninja Turtles, and it's the 7 original comic books. So I collect them, Watchmen, like all kinds of stuff. But I usually buy in series, so I'll go to comic book conventions, shows like that, where like they'll sell singular, but it's like it's so hard to keep up with them. When I buy them in the whole volume. So I picked up Justice League first year, the whole volume, and then I picked up the whole original Ninja Turtle series that they originally first came out with, and it's very different from the cartoon and the movie. Though I have to say the original movie, it's very true to that. Except like April O'Neil, she wasn't a news reporter. She was a scientist. She was a scientist that worked for Baxter.
Right. Baxter was a black guy too.
Yeah, he was the black dude in there who was a scientist that worked for the government. He wanted to take out rats out of the sewers, but he was secretly making the little.
They got Batman eating pizza now.
Yeah, I know the new one. But listen, right? The Ninja Turtles weren't like. If you watch the original cartoon and then like
Batman would never eat pizza. He's a fucking temple.
Too many calories.
They
didn't use their swords. If you watch the original cartoon, they never really hit anything unless it was a robot with their swords. in the original comic books, they were chopping dudes' heads off.
Yeah, they're murderers.
They were picking guns up and blasting dudes. It was there.
Well, they also didn't have different color.
No, they were all red.
They're all red.
They're supposed to move as one in the shadows, and kind of like instead of it being like, oh my god, who are these 4 guys? It's like, how's this guy moving so fast? You know what I mean? So, but the comic book series for that, I got to pick up the next one.
Yeah, they've been slow rolling the One Punch. Like I said, I'm only up. I think up to season. I don't know. I think there's 13 seasons maybe in the episodes.
Well, yeah, there's 2 seasons, 13 episodes.
They're all sub too. There's no dub.
Yeah, the new ones are all sub still.
I guess they're waiting for somebody to come in.
The translations always take a little while.
Well, it's international. People like that internationally.
Funimation needs to hurry up and get on that. Viz Media. That's like One Piece. Did you ever watch One Piece?
No.
Like, unless you caught it on Cartoon Network.
That's my second pickup line.
One Piece.
I got One Piece for you.
But One Piece is high. It's up there, like, altogether, like...
I've never seen
like, it's got tons of episodes, tons of series. I think there's, like, 12 seasons or something like that.
Yeah,
but they're all... If you get them online, they're all subtitled. They're not dubbed. They're nothing like that.
Something's coming out in August.
What, recent? Like, newer now?
Yeah, I forget what it is. Is it Rick and Morty?
Oh, yeah, Rick and Morty. Season 4 coming out of Rick and Morty.
Is it in August?
Which is great. Which I had the comic books of Rick and Morty. I have the volume 1, the 10 issues in the omnibus also. Which is like, if you go on my Instagram, I have like pictures of them when I get them and stuff.
What, Rick and Morty?
Yeah, they have a comic book series now.
There's a theory.
There's 3 of them out. There's 30 of them out altogether right now.
There's a theory that evil Morty is the original Morty.
That's why he's doing what he's doing, like setting up everything.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. They were trying to say before that Rick is Morty.
Yeah, that's a theory too.
And then he became super smart, and then that's why he's so attached to.
That's such a
Morty. Szechuan. Yeah, I can't believe someone paid $1,000 for a Szechuan packet when they were doing the limited edition from McDonald's.
There's no limit to the stupidity of people.
You know, I don't know, but people didn't realize you can go to Walmart and actually get Szechuan sauce. Like, it's not like it didn't exist anymore.
They want the McDonald's one. Like I said, if you have...
It's okay. The first time I actually had it was from McDonald's when Mulan came out. I was in Florida, and my sister wanted to go see Mulan. And we went and saw Mulan, and then we went to McDonald's and had the chicken nuggets.
Did you see the new Aladdin?
No, I didn't see it.
November.
I was 10 years old when the original one came out, and my mom took me to the movie theater. The original, yeah.
I love that.
And I went to the original movie theater for my birthday, and we watched it with me and my cousin JD, and we watched Aladdin.
Right.
And I loved that. Robin Williams is just amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this live action
looks bad.
I don't know. You got some big shoes to fill, brother. Like, there's only one Robin Williams, man.
Making some live action. It only can go two ways. Good or
really
bad.
Good or really bad.
Yeah, it's either really good or really bad.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Or so bad it's good.
Yeah, or so bad it's good. Hopefully they don't Dragon Ball Z it or whatever the case may be with that.
I'm trying to think of what movies I've recently gone. There hasn't been much. Infinity War is like not Infinity War, but Endgame is like the last one.
You know what show you should watch? And it's really good. It's so good that it's a German show.
Right.
But Netflix decided to air it here in America.
Right.
It's called Dark.
I've seen that.
Dude.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's time.
Yeah, dude, the whole like Trinity of Time and everything like that. That show was amazing.
That came out. What Stranger Things came out, and then it was like a suggestion. Watch this.
Which is Stranger Things comes out next month or the month after?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe next month.
July, I think it is.
I think they should just keep releasing it at Halloween during Halloween time.
That'd be awesome.
Just like a.
But it's supposed to be a whole summer. It's supposed to be a whole summer. Thing happening.
Star Wars during Christmas kind of thing.
Yeah.
What? I just had something in my head too. Yeah. I recently subscribed to HBO just for the Game of Thrones, and I still haven't watched the
Game of Disappointment.
I still haven't watched the ending. I'm still waiting. I'm gonna have somebody on that does the Game of Thrones thing. But I ordered it HBO. So now I'm trying to like fucking cram everything that's on HBO.
Yeah, just
like this. I'm like at 2:00 in the morning with fucking toothpicks. Just watching, Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
The helmet. One more episode. One more.
You got the eye drops.
But I just started watching Barry, and it's pretty good.
I heard it's funny. I've only seen like bits and pieces. Yeah, Hader, his name.
Yeah, Bill Hader.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor. Henry Winkler's in there. He's great.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta
wrap it up.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
But yeah, movie was good. Some of our things that we talked about.
Endgame. Yeah, some of the things happened. Not all of them.
Who knows what the future holds?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they can do a lot of things.
Black Johnny Storm.
But as far as DC, they're aiming towards the whole dark side thing. We'll see what happens.
Are they? I don't.
Yeah, that's what the whole Justice League thing was.
Yeah, but
about.
Was it in just Shazam or anything?
Shazam was standalone.
I want to see
totally standalone.
They all feel standalone.
No, yeah, but no, Shazam was totally standalone, but tied into it. Like I said,
they don't know what they're doing.
Superman made a cameo, but you couldn't see his face. But it was the Caviezel. What's his name?
Cavill.
Whatever.
Caviezel.
Whatever. Yeah, Cavill's. It was his suit.
Right. Okay.
So it ties into that, and then they have newspaper clippings from Batman versus Superman and stuff like that. So it's tied in there, and they can do anything with the character.
What?
But the fact that it was standalone, but they took because it got redone a couple times, but they took something from each redone version and put it in the movie.
One of the things I don't like about DC is every character, it looks like they're fucking steroided up.
Yeah.
To the point where it's ridiculous looking.
Yeah, they get a little
like
jacked.
Superman's walking around like this.
Yeah, you can't be very stealthy when you're that big. But
I understand he's supposed to be like a
powerhouse,
but it's that point where they go right up to ridiculous, and then they take one step over. Yeah. Like I liked, even though it was not a very good movie, Return of Superman,
The Return of Superman.
Yeah, what's that guy's name that played The Return of Superman?
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
What?
You liked that garbage?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
It was a continuation. It wasn't a separate story or a reboot. A lot of people thought it was going to be a reboot. But it was a continuation.
It's not like I'm not saying it's a good movie. It's not a good movie. But there are good.
It would have been a good movie had it been earlier.
Yeah.
Had it been not so far. You know what I mean? Not done so much later.
There are good things in that. Movie.
Yes, I agree.
But I wouldn't say it's a good movie. There are a lot of things in that movie that doesn't.
The only thing is, how did she have his kid?
That's what I mean. There's a lot of things in that movie.
The baby would punch through her stomach.
There's a lot of things, like I said, there's a lot of things in that kid's a bright burn. There's a lot.
I want to see that movie.
I want to see that movie. I just saw a clip of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in that movie that are not good.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of things that are good.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Superman, excellent.
He did a great job.
He did a great job, and he's not. Like I said, he's
toned dude.
He's toned dude, but he's not this ridiculous. He's not like this ridiculous.
He plays Adam on.
He plays Adam on Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
I forget. I don't know what his name is, but he's not this ridiculous Zack Snyder. It's Zack Snyder where you're just going right up to ridiculous, and then you're taking one step over.
Yeah,
Batman 2 is just like this diesel guy where it's like if you screamed his name, he wouldn't be able to turn his neck. It's like they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Like they get a little over the top.
It's too much.
It's too comic book, but without the comic book setting. So it's like kind of
but they're not like that. And I mean, they're
big. Yeah,
they're not like.
It depends on who's illustrating too.
They're not. Yeah, it's not fucking Rob Liefeld. Everybody's fucking Rob Liefeld, where everything's all disproportionate.
Yeah.
Calm down with the muscles.
Yeah.
That's why I like Patterson.
Yeah.
Like he's slim. He's like he's 6'2".
Well, that's like Christian Bale did a good good
Christian
Batman.
Bale. He's not. I don't like Christian Bale's Batman.
Well,
I like those movies. They're good movies. They're really good movies. The Dark Knight is an incredible.
Yeah, it's good.
But
that whole thing got ruined for me because the very last movie. First of all, Ra's al Ghul, like he thought
He's a white guy.
Was his son. He thought Bane was his son.
He's a British guy.
Bane didn't have a Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Like, so I knew that was Talia. I knew that was her.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this movie's kind of ruined for me.
Yeah.
I saw.
Well, three is a little messy.
Yeah.
There's good things in it, but it's messy. Well, this the whole. That's one thing. They're great movies. Like I always say, the movies ruined Batman, and they ruined Superman too. Recently, but
why are you being so harsh, man?
The
movie's good, but it's trash.
For Batman, they progressively start making Batman something that he's not, to the point where he's, like I said in the latest one, or not just as a Batman versus Superman, he's just like a shoot 'em up cowboy.
Did you watch that?
That drives a monster truck.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, I saw
I like the. Well,
Batman
at that
Superman.
point, he was supposed to be like older Batman, where he just wasn't caring anymore. He was just plugging fools.
I think I saw I saw 3 times. I saw it once in the theater. I saw it once in home, and then I saw the uncut. And everybody was rating that like the uncut's like great, and I'm like,
it brings them together more.
It's great. It makes a movie. I was like, yeah, it makes a terrible movie a little bit better. That's all it does. Yeah. It doesn't. There's some things in Batman vs Superman, like Clark Kent's a reporter that doesn't know who Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah,
I'm just like
multi-billion-dollar playboy. You don't know who he is.
Superman hates being Superman. He wants to. Batman's like branding people.
Well, he does that so in prison. He only does that to really bad criminals. So when they get to prison, they know that they raped people, molested people.
Yeah, so he's sent to die.
Death without really doing it himself.
Batman vs Superman is what a nihilist would think. It's a nihilist interpretation of Superman and Batman. Yeah. It's like the most dreadful, zero empathy or hope.
At that point in the movie, like how they're going about it, is supposed to be where he just got fed up with everything. But that wraps up that. Listen, you need to check out this book series, though. I've been reading it for
books.
Well, for years. It's like it's a graphic novel series.
I don't own a time machine.
The band. Have you ever heard of the band Coheed and Cambria? Amazing band.
Right.
All of them amazing musicians.
I don't listen to music. Either.
See, I still play music. I play bass guitar.
The latest thing I like is the Old Town Road.
What?
With the fucking Old Town Road. From the town to the Old Town Road with the Billy Ray Cyrus. Like I'm so not into music anymore. Yeah. Like all I do is listen to like hits that like.
What happened to me? Starting a punk band. Like when we were younger, we used to play in my living room.
That was fucking younger me.
Yeah.
Younger me that had energy and more angst.
Angst, yeah.
I'm like fucking. I found weed. I was like a punk rocker.
It all just makes sense now, man.
I found weed. I was just like, holy shit. The world is. This was here the whole time.
Grab my acoustic. Let's chill.
Wasn't even good weed.
Yeah, but he Claudio Sanchez started
a punk band and do Yellow Vagina.
Remember when we were throwing a concert? Me and my friends were throwing a concert in my backyard, and it was like metal. And you're like, listen, will you guys stop playing music about killing your parents? I was dying.
Throw in some reggae or something in there.
I got some weed. Where's the Jimmy Buffett? Play some Jimmy
Smoke
Buffett.
some weed for Christ's sake. Stop sing about killing your parents. Yeah,
but Coheed and Cambria, the lead singer Claudio Sanchez, he writes this book called The Amory Wars, which if you get all their albums themselves tell the story from beginning to end.
Okay, is this
it's not just
this Metalocalypse?
No, Metalocalypse, which is that's Metalocalypse.
I cannot.
Death Clock. Yeah. The mermaid.
I like the drummer. He's gay and he's just
Pickles.
Yeah, and he's got a fucking. He's hilarious.
The drummer's Pickles. You're talking about the bass player that looks like Oates from Hall & Oates.
Yeah, he's got the fucking triangle.
Yeah,
it's triangle.
Yeah, it's like triangle kind of. Yeah, murder face.
Perm.
Murder face.
He's got
Yeah, he's hilarious. But you got to check out. It's called The Amory Wars. I think
the Amory
Wars. I think that HBO,
right?
If you listen to HBO, they need to hop on that. They need to contact Claudio Sanchez and make it a show, because now they're coming out with Watchmen, but like I don't really think
that new series looks good.
I mean, I know, but I don't know if I'm really going to invest time into Watchmen like that.
It's very dark.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, the Amory Wars, the way it goes about everything, Netflix installments, it would make a great show, and it would become popular. It would make a great show.
Does DC have a online? They got the
DC has DC streaming. That's where.
Does
Doom
anybody
Patrol,
have it? Does anybody watch it?
Enough people to where they're making season 2 of Titans.
I don't want. Fuck Batman.
Yeah, they're making season 2 of Titans, so evidently people are streaming. People.
We didn't even talk about the Batwoman trailer.
Like she got introduced.
If you didn't want to,
she got introduced.
I saw your eyes flutter.
Yeah. Listen, she got introduced into that whole Arrowverse thing on the CW.
Oh, did she?
It wasn't too bad. I just don't. Arrow has done so many Batman villains and kind of.
Well, he's Batman.
He's the poor man's Batman.
He's poor man's Batman.
I don't see how they're gonna make it because they're taking up where Bruce Wayne left. You know what I mean? Wayne Enterprises is.
Wait. Wait, hold on. So she's using Batman stuff?
Well, yeah. Well, kind of.
I thought,
she's Batwoman.
I thought she wasn't don't let any man take any credit.
No.
While she uses all a man's shit.
So she kind of just took over, and it's her, and it's Batman's cousin. Yeah, it's Batman's cousin.
This is getting worse.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch the first episode, see what happens.
Good luck.
So we'll see what happens. But Arrow ends next year. There's a lot of stuff that they're coming to an end, so I don't know where they're going to go.
I was watching that trailer, and I was just like, all right.
If they make a Blue Beetle, I'm talking about Blue Beetle movie, Blue Beetle show, they need to do something. I love Blue Beetle.
They're going to do a Blue Beetle show, and it's going to be about...
well, you know why they won't do it? Because Blue Beetle takes place out west.
Destroying border walls.
Yeah. Well, listen, Blue Beetle takes place in Arizona or New Mexico.
That's what I mean. It's going to be a Blue Beetle.
All the CW is shot in Canada, and you can't make it look.
And it's going to be about protecting illegals. It's going to be some.
No, they're already doing that in Supergirl.
It's going to be some SJW stuff.
No, listen, it's not like that. He doesn't want to be a super. Did you read any of the Blue Beetles?
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be a superhero.
He's going to be what's going to happen is he's going to be an illegal immigrant that's in America, and he's going to be running from ICE agents, and then for some reason he's not going to flee to another country that also has laws against him being there. He's going to know what's going to happen. He's going to flee to Canada. And then it's going to be some SJW about how Canada...
it would work now because all the CW shot out of Canada, so then it would work.
He's like, well, I'm safe in Canada. And then everybody that doesn't understand Canada immigration laws...
Coming to kick you out of Canada. You want some donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No, they're going to be like, oh, see, in Canada, it's better.
No.
They're like, no, he's going to kick... They're going to kick him out of Canada, too.
Listen.
That's not how that works.
I would love to see Blue Beetle. Show or movie. Just saying. Oh my God, this guy. Listen, read the Amory Wars.
What they're gonna do? I don't want to bring politics into this, but what they're gonna do with the Blue? I'm telling you, that's what they'll do with Blue Beetle. I'm telling you, that's what they would.
That's kind of why you stopped watching the whole Supergirl thing, right?
Yeah, no, Supergirl was a train wreck from the beginning.
It got canceled. It got canceled its first season, but then it's the Warner Brothers bought it over to CW, so they kind of.
That's what I think about it.
All right, brother. So next round VR, get the whole experience.
Yeah, next time bring the VR and we'll videotape me
playing the VR,
peeing my pants.
Yeah, you'll like it. There's a rail shooting.
You know what I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do.
I know. Don't even do that.
The first thing I'm gonna do.
Don't do it.
Is try to figure out how to get the porn.
I'll get your old lady's gonna come down here and kill me.
What are you guys doing now? We're just VR. Yeah.
What's all that noise? Oh man, I'm gonna have to put restrictions.
What are you doing, man? This is harsh. I'm gonna play Resident Evil.
That game will make you feel grody when you listen. Like it's so.
Well, any the creeper, you know.
You want to take a shower afterwards. It's so. My brother take a shower
afterwards. All right, let's end on that.
All right, brother.
All right, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. Anytime, brother.
All right. Oh, you want to end on anything or?
No. The VR will come in.
VR.
Blow your mind.
Yeah, I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you next time.
All right, brother.